Enable notifications by ringing the bell.
So, GTA, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Grand Theft Auto Online have been massive successes for Rockstar Games. Arguably, the most popular and most well-known video game designer, video game design studio in the world. I'd say the only ones that really compete with them are Bethesda, which Bethesda is a subordinate of ZeniMax.
Mm-hmm.
But out of all the ones that ZeniMax owns, I'd say Bethesda is by far the most popular.
Oh yeah.
And then there's just a lot of see, what was that other one? It was Project Red. I believe they make the Witcher games.
CD Projekt Red.
CD Projekt Red. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
And then, of course, we've talked ad nauseum about Naughty Dog and Insomniac and all the stuff that they do. So anyway,
but going from
Rockstar,
Rockstar is going from Grand Theft Auto to another one of their great series, Grand Theft Horse.
Yeah, which actually did not start out as Red Dead Horse. It actually started out as Red Dead Revolver, which was a much different game than what we got within the next installment of the Red Dead series. Okay, I know people are going to say, "Oh, but Red Dead Redemption's a spiritual successor to Red Dead Revolver." Not entirely, because in the game, in Red Dead Redemption, they mentioned the events of Red Dead Revolver as though it happened in terms of the story, in terms of the canonical story. They mentioned the characters from Red Dead Revolver: Red Harlow, Jack Swift, Annie Oaks. I mean, they mentioned them all. And for me, when I played Red Dead Revolver, I found it a lot of fun. But then I played Red Dead Redemption, and holy hell, open world game where you could pretty much do whatever the hell you want. Kill animals, skin them, sell the pelts for money. It was pretty much one of Micah's dreams. Living in a completely government-free area where you could do whatever you wanted and pretty much not have to answer to anybody.
Oh, that's going to be a thing again.
Eventually.
Just give it time.
Eventually.
As soon as Micah saves up enough money to buy an island.
Just to say he doesn't have enough now. He just doesn't want to do it because he does what he wants.
I'm just saying, I'm not the one who's stupid. They should get out.
No, I know. I agree with you.
This is my town.
So, okay.
This is my swamp.
So
puts on white hat.
So no,
this town ain't big enough for the both of us.
So
is that what we're doing?
All right. So a little bit of spoiler. Okay, spoiler territory is way out on Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Revolver because hey, it's been a long time. So how Red Dead Redemption goes is that you are a disgraced outlaw who was a former part of a band called the Dutch Gang.
Band?
Yeah, that kind of band.
Disgraced outlaw.
Well, not even the people from his own gang want anything to do with him.
Well, but as an outlaw, you're infamous. So if you're a disgraced outlaw, does that mean you're a graced member of society?
Pretty much. You are disgraced. Well, a lot of people that know you both on both sides of the law. There's the lawmen, and then there's the outlaws, and then there are the folks in between, the citizens, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Both people on the opposite sides of the law, neither want anything to do with you, mostly, unless they're told to do so. Case in point, with the main character in Red Dead Redemption, you actually are coerced by a federal government agent after your family is taken away to hunt down the former members of your gang and pretty much just deal out justice however you see fit. And then after it's all said and done, after you've done everything they've said, all of a sudden your farm is raided and it's pretty much down to you and your family stuck in a barn. You put your son and your wife on a horse, and you let them go out the back, and you go out front to face down the people who are coming after you, and you find out that it's the government agents that hired you to do that, and they feel like since you are the last remnants of this gang, we can't leave it to chance, and then they gun you down and kill you. And it's one of the most disheartening things that I've ever experienced in a video game, because you grew really attached to the character. You grew really, really attached. And you feel like you've earned your rest. You've earned your place in the world. But then...
And then they take you out of it.
And then but life is never what we expect it to be. They just kill you. And that's that. So anyway, how that game ended, if you actually play through the end of the game, you actually get revenge. You play as the son, come back to find the main agent who killed him, who killed his father, and then you gun him down in a duel, if you're fast enough. Which, it's not that hard to kill him. I mean, he's not that fast. But I loved Red Dead Redemption. It's one of the most exhilarating gameplay experiences. And not only that, but they also had a great online experience as well. And that's one thing that I fear will really detract from the main story of Red Dead Redemption 2, which is the trailer that we're going to be watching here. Red Dead Redemption had a great story. Grand Theft Auto 5 had a great story. Grand Theft Auto 5 was supposed to have DLC to add on to that story, and it was announced, and then it got canceled because of their over-concentration on the online because of how much money they were pulling in.
I mean...
Money talks.
Microtransactions, unfortunately, make a lot of money.
Yeah, money talks.
Wish they didn't.
Yeah, money talks. So...
Isn't there a new ruling about that, though?
It's loot boxes.
That's loot boxes, yeah.
Which I agree with 100% with the loot boxes. The loot boxes are BS.
So now you have to pay for a guaranteed item, I guess?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much. I mean, they see the loot boxes as gambling, which
It
they
is.
are. Which they are.
Yeah.
And gambling boards around Europe are just declaring, no, this isn't a thing. It needs to stop. And I agree. I agree 100%.
Well, then... Honestly, though, that would also... Now, this is a long shot, but isn't that the same thing as a booster pack? You get 15 cards, you don't know what you're getting.
And once again, Heather ties magic into this.
No, that's usually me.
Oh.
So
once again, these two tie magic into it.
A booster pack and a loot box are kind of the same thing, except one is physical.
Yeah.
Except that... I mean, yeah, one is physical, and... There is a setting on, like, for example, you go into a booster pack of Magic, you're guaranteed 3 uncommons and a rare.
Well, not all, but most loot boxes actually have something similar to that. They have some sort
Not
of
really,
mechanic.
no. There's certain loot boxes that do, but they're only released at certain special points. Case in point, in FIFA, they do the super packs, which are like 1,600 in-game currency, and they only have like 100,000 of them available for a limited amount of time.
Well, in Destiny, for example, some of the boxes you're guaranteed to get a piece of armor, or, and it might not be you're guaranteed to get the one you don't have, but you're guaranteed to get a piece of armor. Now, you may get 8 fucking pairs of boots from your 8 loot boxes, but you did get a piece of armor in every single one, kind of like a booster pack.
Good God, we're here talking about loot boxes.
Where you would get a rare, but you might get the same damn rare in every booster pack.
Okay, let's move on from this.
Yeah.
Let's get on to Red Dead Redemption 2. The reason I bring that up is because I'm worried that Red Dead Redemption 2's story is going to lag because of the overconcentration on online gameplay that Rockstar has had. Now, maybe I'll be proven wrong, and I hope I am. I hope to God that I am, and I hope that the story that they have in this leads up to it. Also, another pet peeve I have is that it shouldn't be called Red Dead Redemption 2. I would have called it, like, Red Dead Revenge. To me, that seems like a better title than Red Dead Redemption 2, because Red Dead Redemption is the 2 of the series, but yet now you're calling the third game of the series Red Dead Redemption 2.
Well, it's like the idea of making Army of Darkness 2.
Yeah.
Which would be Evil Dead 4? Although apparently that's not going to happen, but
Yeah.
you know the example.
Well,
still
it evolved
stands.
into Ash versus the Evil Dead. That's
Yeah.
eventually what it evolved into. Which
And then they canceled
Oh.
it. Those,
rest in peace.
those bastards.
Rest in
Combine
peace.
it with Top Gun, Air Force of Darkness.
Anytime someone says Ash versus the Evil Dead, I just think of that bearded dragon with the
Get
human
off
teeth.
my plane. Could
Now,
you imagine
see,
Ash
now
Williams as president?
Now I'm just thinking of zombies flying fighter jets, and it's real funny. It's
Yeah.
real funny.
Could you imagine like the Deadite, like a Deadite general, like getting in a fist fight with Bruce Campbell as the president, and Bruce Campbell's last line is "Get off my plane, you primitive screwhead," and just releases him out the back
think
of it.
there's a movie
neck
where Bruce
broken.
Campbell has played the president.
I don't want. I look. Okay.
I'm looking it up now.
All right. So this is Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer. It just came out. So let's see what Rockstar's got to add to this.
Peggy 18.
Oh, you can definitely tell this is Europe.
Listen to
I
me.
mean, you know.
We don't
Oh, he played
want
Ronald
to
Reagan
kill
in Car
any
Guy.
of you. But
Oh.
trust me, we will.
Is that
Wake
Dutch?
them up a little. This whole thing is pretty much done. We're more ghosts than people.
West had nearly been tamed by 1891.
So I think we're gonna. So 1899. This is 11 years before Red Dead Redemption.
They will not crush us.
That's Dutch. I think that's Dutch.
The age of gunslingers and outlaws had almost faded into myth.
Good old Dutch. My best friend. You know how we met? A pair of hucksters trying to rob each other. Back in 78 or thereabouts.
You have to love yourself a fire. It's one of the blessings. Sure, we can have fire. And we can have the knowledge of fire. But with that comes the knowledge of everything. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a robbery.
Sons of Dutch. Makes us brothers. Sometimes brothers make mistakes.
You'll never change. I know that.
All of you venerate savagery. And you will die savagely. Get out here!
Hey, that's John.
Yep.
John Marston.
Strong. Stay with me. You have to love yourself a fire.
So this year, we're finally getting it this year, and we have a full release date as of right now,
Unless it gets pushed back.
which
It will.
It might.
it might.
For the players.
For the players, yeah.
Wow, I was real British. Anyway.
Well,
Thank you.
Well, Rockstar
Surely
is a British company. Rockstar is a British company,
Yeah.
so
A British company making video games about
The U.S.
the Wild West.
well, yeah. I mean, the Wild West. Now, okay, Rockstar does have like offices all over the country, but Rockstar North is their most prominent one, and it's based out of Scotland. And the primary writer for Rockstar Games is Dan Houser, who is British, and I've seen interviews of him. He rarely does interviews nowadays. He's actually grown very reclusive in like the last 10 years, and he likes being a
To be
behind
fair,
the scenes.
so is Micah.
Well, he likes to be a behind the scenes kind of guy because he loves writing and he loves like absorbing like different cultures and different stuff to where he can actually like write believably about a lot of things. Like a lot of the writing that I found in Grand Theft Auto 5 or Grand Theft Auto 5 was very well done because I've ran into a lot of people who are like some of the characters in that. I haven't ran into a Trevor, thank God, but I have ran into somebody who shares a lot of the personality traits of Trevor. You know, he's not homicidal. And that's about it. Everything else is basically true. Like, this guy's a lot... Like, the guy I know, I'm not going to name names because I don't want to make him infamous.
That seems wise.
And also, I don't know if he will know I'm talking about him because I know he does watch this channel. And I know he's a fan of video games, so he might watch our reaction to this and think that it's him. And by the way, if you think this is you, it's not. So I'm trying to exonerate myself from getting killed by him. So
I thought you said he wasn't homicidal, Nate.
Okay. I say this because I haven't seen him kill anybody. However, he is willing to fight over some of the smallest things. He fought somebody over a stick of bubble gum.
Well, if you don't know who you are, you know now.
Might have to edit that out. So, all right.
Fuck.
So,
Wow.
Okay. Funny enough. Yeah, I know for the longest time he did abuse some pretty heavy drugs. He is a heavy drinker and loves to fight. I mean, loves it. He gets off on it almost.
Whoa.
All right, look, I feel like I know entirely too much about this person.
I'm a little scared
and
now.
I don't want to.
No, not like literally gets like. Good God, guys! It's not like he's getting like nailed in the face, and meanwhile the guy, like someone's on top of him hitting his face. All of a sudden, never mind.
I bet he regrets hiring us today.
I bet he really does.
No, I don't regret hiring you. Not yet, anyway.
He hasn't hired us yet.
We just keep showing up.
Okay,
It's like a bunch of stray cats just.
Yeah.
Should we form a union?
A stray cat union?
Go ahead.
You know how I feel about government, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Micah's not into that.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
I mean, nobody says you have to be in the union. I certainly aren't going to say. I'm not going to say you have to be in the union.
Oh, well.
You do what you want.
Good luck making me try and join.
Well, if Micah doesn't, if Micah ever gets bored and never wants to show up here again, he just won't. I mean, that's just how he is.
I mean, that's what happened with Caleb.
Yeah. Well,
to be fair, his work schedule is pretty horrendous.
Caleb's work schedule is ridiculous.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Yeah, he just goes, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
unless he feels like showing up and slapping a Rubik's Cube out of my hand, in which case he's all over that.
Yeah.
Wait, that happened?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like 3 times in a row.
Mhm.
In the space of about 5 minutes.
All right. So,
anyway.
Red Dead Redemption 2, I knew John Marston had to be in this game somewhere. I just didn't know that he would show up like this. And we also see that he got his traditional scars. Like, he had 3 scars.
He had the stitches.
Yeah.
On them.
And for me, that's one thing that I wanted to see. Like, I wonder if we're actually going to play as, like, because in Grand Theft Auto 5, there are 3 protagonists. 3 primary protagonists. Well, 4 if you count Chop, but I mainly count the main 3 that you play as throughout the mission.
Chop. Chop's the best.
Chop's amazing, I know, but honestly,
when does The Last of Us 2 come out?
Not soon enough. Sorry.
I know this year, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, you played as Trevor, you played as Michael, and you played as Lincoln. Now, in this, I'm wondering if you're going to play as John, if you're going to play as Dutch, or if you're going to play as the third character here, who I'm not sure has been named yet. If he has, let me know in the comments down below.
No release date on Last of Us 2.
But it is set to come out this year.
Yeah.
But this is Naughty Dog we're talking about. They delayed Uncharted 4 over a graphical oversight that they had to go in and like comb over.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, when they saw the graphical hiccup, they were just like, it doesn't matter. But Neil Druckmann was just like, oh, it matters. It matters to me. We have to fix that.
Oh, wait a minute now. Hold on. Last of Us Part 2 release date. In a recent interview with an Argentinian radio station, go with me here, the composer of the game said plan to launch. Yeah, plan to launch in 2019.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
I don't believe it though. Gustavo Santaolalla. I mean, he develops the music, but I guarantee he's probably already got the soundtrack finished.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, probably.
I wouldn't doubt if it comes out in 2018. But Red Dead Redemption 2, whenever it comes out, I'm definitely going to play it. So
Wow.
I'm excited. So Heather, don't take it to heart. It's probably not real.
I didn't realize that Red Dead Redemption wasn't Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption, the original, it
It
came
was
out
on
on everything.
PlayStation 4.
It even came out on PC.
PlayStation 3, wasn't it?
Did it come out on PC?
I believe it did.
I don't think it did, Nate.
Or no, I don't think it. Actually, I think you're right. I think
Red Dead Redemption came out on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. I would
okay,
because if it had come out on PC, I would have played it all the way through by now. Because, gimme.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that Rockstar is actually it's not Rockstar, it's more Take-Two. Take-Two hates people digging through their code on PC. That's why they were so reluctant to release Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC, because Take-Two just can't stand the modding community, whereas Bethesda, save for a few instances, embraces the mod community as a whole. They love the modding community.
I mean, so much so that they can profit off of it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Not only that,
Anyway.
but they hired modders from the community to work for them, which is great. I love that.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I just don't know how I feel about modding a game after these developers have worked so hard to make it exactly how they wanted. I understand that some of them embrace it, but I feel like you should definitely enjoy the game the way it was supposed to be enjoyed first.
Well, so I do. Well, okay.
Try telling Ben that without the DS fix for Dark Souls.
I mean, okay, on PC that's kind of necessary.
I know, right?
But on a console,
on
Dark
console,
Souls is fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, on consoles, save for Bethesda games, you can't mod.
Well, also, I did my first run of Fallout 4 mod free.
Yeah, you did. But honestly, you still haven't completed New Vegas, but yet you willingly do Tale of Two Wastelands.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, I went through pretty much everything except the end game of New Vegas because I couldn't pick a side.
Okay.
And
that's fair.
I just really love
Yes,
those
man.
games.
Well,
I mean, there's a lot of people that I mean, yeah, on the one hand, the anarchist
I'm just saying,
stylings of
I
Yes Man.
I pick Yes Man.
Yeah. But on the other hand, it's like, how do I do the most good? And it's tricky.
Well,
there's a lot of internal conflict there.
Well, for me, I love mods because mods enable people out there to play the game however the hell they want.
And in some ways just enable people to play the game.
Yeah.
Because some games are
effing broken.
Real bad.
What I meant, just to clarify, I was studying computer science.
Uh-huh.
And I was interested in video game development, which is a shitty field to try to get into. So,
it did kind of get flooded out.
But the thing is, if I worked really, really hard for years on this game, and no one played it all the way through without mods one time, it would break my fucking heart. I always made a joke that my goal in life was to become a video game developer so that I could put years into a fucking game for it to come out, the credits roll, and not one person reads my damn name. But I made that game. I helped.
Well, Heather, if you want that, all you have to do is just release it on console, not PC, and don't have it be a Bethesda game.
These people, there are hundreds of people working on a video game, and if everyone enjoyed it with only mods, no one would ever see their hard work.
Well, here's another thing too, Heather. Considering that the fan pays for that. Now, if the fan bootlegs that game, fuck that fan. That fan is a piece of shit. But if the fan gets buys the game, buys it all out, I think the fans should be allowed to do whatever the hell they want with it.
Someone's proudest accomplishment in life is probably helping create a game like Skyrim.
Yeah.
Okay.
And some of the greatest mods that I have ever seen in a video game ever are in Skyrim.
Well, what if we just started modding people's fine art and songs?
Yeah, that happens.
It happens
a lot. Remixing.
It's called remixing. Yeah.
I'm saying you're not picking up what I'm putting down.
No, I get what you're saying. You're saying that everyone should experience the original, unedited, unfiltered, and unmodded. Let
me try,
so that people can get a grasp of what the artist was trying to say. Right.
Well, let me try this.
You're not gonna take a picture of. I can't think of a really good example, but you're not gonna take the
Mona Lisa
and mod her without looking at her first.
You're talking about physical media versus digital media, though. I know what you're saying.
I've never seen her in person.
But also,
my mom has, and my mom cried because my mom is a huge fan of art.
In order to understand what mod you want to make, you have to understand the game.
Yeah.
I'm talking mostly about people like if I was to sit down right now, download Fallout 4 that I haven't beat because I have not gotten close, and just mod the fucking hell out of it and never, ever, ever look at anything else. Or play that version of Skyrim that I don't know if it ever actually got released, but where it's just completely, the whole game is different. And
it's a rebuild.
Enderal.
Enderal,
Yeah, it's
but never played Skyrim.
I can't actually think of the word now.
It's a complete
total conversion.
Total conversion, yeah.
That's it.
But
did that ever actually happen or not?
Yeah, it's happened.
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah.
So Heather, that's the beauty.
But
that's the beauty of. But that's the beauty of independent thought. You see, if a person wants to play through a game unfiltered, case in point, The Last of Us. If a person wants to play through The Last of Us without mods on it, I mean, yeah, 100%. I mean, you get the involving gameplay, you get the brutal story that has like some very harsh tones to it.
It would be tragic if someone played through The Last of Us the first time with mods.
To you it would, but to that person it wouldn't. You see, you're imposing yourself upon another person. That's not fair. You see, if somebody said, if I said to you, if I'm a fan of mods, if you don't have your game modded, then you're a piece of shit.
I'm not saying you're a piece of shit for modding your game. I'm just saying you should appreciate the hard work that people put in to bring you this.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead.
Think of it more along the lines of a Lego set. So you are making something not out of immutable stone, canvas, paint, all of that. You're making.
We're getting Legos in here.
Well, honestly, when
it's
you look
me.
at,
What do you expect?
Honestly, and here's the thing, Ben. We're gonna have to watch the Lego movie at one point.
I've seen that.
I haven't.
He hasn't.
It's real good. It's
I know.
really good.
I've heard.
Hey, Heather,
I've heard great
what
things.
He's saying is the ending of the Lego movie.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, examine, for example, there was a Lego set that really appealed to you.
It's a 3-in-1. You can change it and build 3 different things out of the same pieces.
And one of them is a dragon.
A dragon, a spider, and a troll.
A troll. Oh, I didn't know.
What if you want? What if you wanted to combine them and make like a spider troll with a dragon head?
Well, but now someone went through the process of designing that set, writing out the instructions, getting the whole thing ready.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you think that person feels if someone were to pick up that set, look at the pieces, and go, I think I can build, I don't know, a llama. Because none of those 3 things are anywhere close to being a llama. But they build a llama out of it. How do you think that person would feel? Would they feel angry that their work was taken in such a manner and just ignored and modified? Or do you think that that person would be happy that that something they created was inspiring other people to create?
The difference between Legos and video games is that a video game is worked upon for years and has a final product. Legos are meant to stem into creativity.
But video games...
Let's just say video games can't do that, too.
Video games are built
I'm not saying you shouldn't mod a video game. Well, I played modded video games here.
Right, but video games in and of themselves are mods of computer code.
Yeah.
It's computer code applied in a particular way.
Hell, different game engines. I mean, not Microsoft, but Rockstar didn't have a game engine for their games to be built on until they made their own, and the test of it was Rockstar Ping Pong.
Yeah.
They didn't have their own proprietary engine that they designed in-house until then. Everything else that they built was on somebody else's engine.
So, I mean, it really comes down to, I think, the nature of the
person?
The nature of the person's creative drive.
I mean, if you want to make Skyrim to where all the girls are naked, you can do that. That's fine.
That's
a very small percentage of gamers who game on Skyrim.
But
unless your pickpocket's super high.
But even then, they're still wearing underwear, Micah.
Yeah,
mostly naked, whatever.
You're an
you know
odd
what?
fellow, aren't you?
I don't want to finish what I was going to say, but it was nothing about that. I was going to say you do you, but maybe you should enjoy the art of the game first.
Well, art is in the eye of the beholder. I mean, hell, Dunkey hated The Last of Us when he first played it,
and he likes it now.
I know.
Yeah. See?
How time changes people. I mean, hell, he hates the Assassin's Creed series, but yet, who's to say that in time?
Yeah,
he won't
I keep
warm
getting
to
a
it?
lot of requests for Assassin's Creed is boring on my channel.
Well, you'll have to do
I wonder how
that.
he feels about Metal Gear Solid.
He has a video that's actually highly requested as well.
Really?
Okay.
I don't know anything about it, so if you want to do it for your channel, you sure can.
All right.
Anyway.
All right.
We've talked
a lot
ad nauseum.
Video games are cool.
I mean, I'm certainly nauseous. So we're gonna go. I think.
Yeah.
Are we? I don't know.
Am I alive? Can I go anywhere from dead?
It's still light out.
Maybe I'm just hungry.
I'm hungry. You want to go with me to get food?
I can't. We got to record.
Oh.
You should go though.
Sun's lights.
It's dimming. You could probably make it.
It's dimming, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like to go outside when the sun's up.
All right.
Vampire.
All right. So yeah, that's gonna do it, everybody.
Werewolf.
So if you're excited for Red Dead Redemption 2, let us know in the comments down below. Let us know let us know what you found awesome about this trailer, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until then, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Ben.
I'm Heather.
Micah.
And Chico's over here asleep.
Yep.
That's nice.
And we'll see you later, everyone. Peace out.